What up, boxing world? JF Sports. So, Andre Ward signs a 3-fight contract with HBO, as many of you guys probably already heard. Now, Andre Ward's moving up in weight from 168 to light heavyweight 175 opens up a lot of possibility for him, a lot of fights. But one fighter that's being mentioned that Andre Ward could potentially fight, and the only really fight that makes sense for him, as a lot of you guys are saying on social media, is none other than Sergey Kovalev. Now, that's not an easy fight in my own opinion. A lot of you guys would argue, but the truth of the matter is this: Sergey Kovalev, that dude is a tough dude. All right, that's a tough dude. I'm not saying that Andre Ward don't got no chance to beat Sergey Kovalev, but it's kind of hard to be the first person to ever beat a guy that is undefeated, considering the fact of Sergey Kovalev's current resume. He's got a better resume with Ward. That's for damn sure. Andre Ward won. Who did he fight? I can't even remember. But anyways, Andre Ward coming off of a 19-month layoff, and he fought a guy. Was it Paul Smith? I can't remember. But he beat the guy, and jabbed him to death, and it was impressive. As a lot of you guys said, even considering the fact that he's been gone for a while, and supposedly Andre Ward's been calling out Golovkin, and Golovkin's not responding, and then Golovkin's side says, you know what? We're the one waiting on Ward, and Ward's not answering, and yet he moves up in weight, so try to avoid us. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's our hearsay, but a potential fight with Sergey Kovalev, as I said, it's not gonna be easy. As a matter of fact, that's a tough fight. Considering the fact, like I said, Kovalev's, nothing but wins. He's never lost before. He's got one draw. He got 3 decisions, but Kovalev's 28 wins with 25 knockouts. That is a very high percentage knockouts. And Kovalev, as much as he's, new in the game, so to speak, considering the fact that he's 32 years old and only has 20-some fights. Yes, his professional debut, came a little late in his life, but dude's impressive, man. What can you say? You know what I'm saying? The dude he's a tall dude, and he's an offensive fighter. You don't see Kovalev running around and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't see him, avoiding any opponents, so to speak. I mean, he's fought everybody that's pretty much put in front of him. I mean, yes, you can argue some, but Kovalev wants to fight. He fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people say that it was, what was it, Najib Mohammadi or something like that, that was gonna beat Golovkin. I mean, not beat Golovkin, beat Sergey Kovalev, but Kovalev freaking knocked him out quick. Matter of fact, I think it was Abel Sanchez was the one that trained up Mohammadi. Abel Sanchez was the one that said a lot of stuff that, Kovalev doesn't know what's coming to him, and Mohammadi's gonna give it to him. But we all know Mohammadi was a heavy underdog, and shit. Sergey Kovalev, as a matter of fact, after the Mohammadi fight, he said, I wanted to go some more rounds, but he ended it up in 3-round TKO. And, he retained his WBA. He obviously retained his WBA title, IBF, WBO, WBC Diamond Light heavyweight titles. I mean, he retained all of that. So he's got all them titles. If not, he is the best at light heavyweight at the moment. You know what I'm saying? We'll consider Adonis Stevenson, but Adonis Stevenson's lost before. So, but that's actually the fight that we all wanted to see, right? But now having, Andre Ward in the division, that creates a lot of possibilities. Andre Ward now can be fighting, Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson, all those fighters, right? Very wide variety. You could choose who you want to fight, and I'm sure all those guys probably would not hesitate to fight Andre Ward, But him moving up to 175, that is a tough division in my opinion. Unless you want to cherry pick everybody, but there's a lot of fighters out there 175 that are not so solid, like Andre Ward. Andre Ward's a solid guy. But you know what I'm saying? I think his resume and it's. I think he'd be underdog against Kovalev, obviously, and Don Stevenson. And that's a tough fight, man. Don Stevenson against, you know, I don't think necessarily that Andre Ward just moving up, kind of like the guinea pig moving up, kind of fish, you know, kind of like the fish in the division moving up, just moving up is going to automatically fight Kovalev or Adam Stevenson. That's not going to happen. I'm sure he's going to have some tune-up fights with some bums. You know, I'm not knocking him for that or whatever, but that's just how it is. That's just what's going to happen. Just like how freaking Danny Garcia moved up to 147. He fought a bum-ass fucking Magic Man Malinaji. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some kind of tune-up fights. And like I said, I'm not knocking him for that. And shit happens like that. But if he really want to impress people, then hell, shit, man. You know, fucking wait for Kovalev or wait for Don Stevenson. You know, try to get those fights. But I don't see it happen. I think Andrew was gonna fight a bum, kind of like a tune-up fight to see how he does at 175. And if he knocks that guy out, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a bum or not. If he knocks that guy out, then people would say, okay, he's ready. You know what I'm saying? If he knocks him out. But if he has a hard time, I'm saying gets wobbled or something like that, or it goes to scorecards by a like split or majority decision, or if not a controversial decision, then you know his potential at a in a light heavyweight division will be questioned. So it's up in the air who's gonna fight. We don't know who's gonna fight yet, but one fighter out there for sure that's being really mentioned and kind of like matched with Andre Ward is Sergey Kovalev. You know. And I have to repeat it to you guys, Sergey Kovalev is no easy work. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy work. You know, Kovalev reminds me of is like one of those dudes that you like know. You know what I'm saying? You know, kind of like you know that it's young, but it looks older and more mature. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, you guys have a lot of friends and stuff like that, and that you know, I know this cat is a joker. I know this cat is a fucking retard. I know this cat right here is troublemaker. But I got this one guy that he's a friend of mine. He's very serious. You know, he's young. He's my age, but he don't act his age. That's how I see Kovalev. He's very smart, a good calculator, you know, a good boxer, you know, and he means business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like Andre Ward is a childish dude, but you know, he compares like a more immature or less skillful than Kovalev, in my own opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of Andre Ward fans out there, you know. And just to mention, I'm not a Kovalev nor Andre Ward fan. I am in this matter. I am in the middle. So just to let you guys know. But I think Kovalev is a good fighter. He's a solid competitor, and Andre Ward is the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, like I said, you know, as far as resume and accomplishments, Kovalev, you know, certainly has an edge in that matter. And if they ever get signed a ring together, obviously Kovalev will be favored to win. By how much, I have no idea. But that's a tough fight. But I don't see Kovalev taking the first fight out of Andre Ward. That's not gonna happen. As you guys know. Also, Kovalev is fighting in January. Can't remember the guy who, but he's trying to make that fight happen. I don't know if it's already announced or whatever, but I know he's trying to fight in January. There's some hiccups there, but I think that fight's gonna happen. So he's gonna fight that guy, and then Andrew Ward's gonna fight somebody, some bum, kind of like a tune-up fight, or he could be a solid guy. I don't know, but we don't know who the name is yet. Like I said, but he's gonna have a tune-up fight. Depends how he does against that fight, and I hope he don't lose. Because if he loses, then he loses all the opportunities ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? So, hope he don't lose by some kind of crazy or weird ass fucking mistake or, you know what I'm saying, off night that is, and he loses that fight, and he loses all the opportunities to fight Kovalev or Adonis Stevenson. He just loses that. But if he wins against that guy that he's potentially gonna fight, soon. Maybe in 4 or 6 weeks from now, short notice, because he's gonna need a fight. He's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to fight. So I'll give it maybe about between a month to 6 weeks. We should hear an opponent for Andre Ward, especially that he signs this 3-fight contract with HBO. He's gonna want to fight. They're gonna want to force him to fight. So fight, fight, and fight. So, but he just got to look impressive about the against his potential opponent to potentially get that Kovalev fight and create big numbers and so forth and so on. So, Andre Ward has, in my opinion, he landed a jackpot here. You know what I'm saying? A 3-fight contract with HBO, and depends what happens in those 3 fights. Let's say he wins all those 3 fights, right? And let's say he's got, he knocks out 2 of those opponents, or if not, knocks out all 3 of those opponents that he had contracted with HBO. Guess what? He's just gonna be that better. His resume is just gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be king of that division. Especially if he beats Kovalev. So he's got a lot of potential. I think Andre Ward, in my own opinion, all right, in just my own goddamn opinion, I think Andre Ward moving up to light heavyweight has everything to gain, but nothing really to lose. I mean, yes, okay, he loses, he becomes undefeated, but okay, who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? He's got 3 fights with HBO. Nowadays, freaking being undefeated, anyways, don't freaking matter no more. I mean, Klitschko's fucking not undefeated, but that motherfucker is up there. So, it doesn't really matter. I think your maybe 3, 4, 5 performances is the one that really matters. Basing it off of what's going on now in the sport of boxing. But Andre Ward, 28 wins with no losses and 15 KOs. He's not young. As a matter of fact, I would say somewhere within Golovkin's age, right? Around 32 or 33 years old. But that's a big jump. I thought so. I mean, I always thought that Andre Ward is a little heavier dude, but man, I thought he'd stay at 168. But I think the only reason why Andre Ward moved up to 175, in just my own opinion, I think it's just because he don't have an opponent. Nobody want to fight him. He's not getting any fights. So, and the big money right now is either, what I'm saying? I don't think that's really big money at 168. Does that make sense? I think out of all the divisions, ain't my money in 168. Middleweight, okay, yeah. There's potential fights out there. And a big payday. Canelo, Cotto, I'm saying, might fight him catch weight or something. Or Golovkin. And then you skip the super middleweight, and then you go up to light heavyweight. And at light heavyweight, then you got Kovalev, you got Don Stevenson, them cats. So, what I'm saying, it kind of like passes by, the opportunity for a big payday, passes by the 168 division. So, I think that's a good move for him, but, Andre Ward can't expect to just run through those guys that they're about to face. You know what I'm saying? He can't just like walk to them like it's like a walk in the park and stuff. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? As you all know, light heavyweight fighters, those fuckers can punch. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that motherfucker's the one that creates brain damages and shit. You know what I mean? So it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be a cakewalk. But let's see what he does. And if his first fight is impressive, then maybe he made a good move. And if he doesn't look good on that one, and he loses, and then that move probably was bad. But either way, he got 3-fight contract with HBO. But his first fight with HBO is gonna determine whether he is ready for a bigger payday fight. If that makes sense. So I'm still wondering who he's gonna fight. But definitely, I don't think he'll fight Najib Mohammedi. Oh, he could be. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, man. The guy that Kovalev beat, kind of like one of those, you know what? I want to fight Kovalev, but I'm going to show off. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev beat Mohammedi and knocked his ass out. You know what I'm saying? TKO'd his ass on the 3rd round. I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to do it in first or the 2nd round. Then that would catch Kovalev's attention. I was like, oh god damn, you know what I'm saying? That dude fucking knocked out Mohammedi. Guy I TK'd him, in 3 rounds. He TK'd on him or knocked him out in the 1st round or 2nd round. You know what I'm saying? It's not impossible, but who knows? So those are things that you can consider. Maybe Andre Ward fighting. There are other opponents out there for Andre Ward, obviously. But John Pascal, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Do you think Bernard Hopkins would fight Andre Ward? I don't know. Who the freak knows, man? You know, so you got some good names out there. John Pascal, you got Mohamed, you got Hopkins, you got Kovalev, you got Don Stevenson. All these fighters. You know, the potential for Andre Ward, but at the end of the day, Andre Ward, I think, hit the lottery. You know, when landing that 3 fight with HBO, it's guaranteed money, man, guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, I think Andre Ward, if I'm not mistaken, is gonna be on the Canelo Cotto undercard. You know what I'm saying? So that's goddamn. What is it now? Oh, so that would be like what, less than a month now. You know what I'm saying? So that opponent is gonna be announced here pretty soon. So that's exciting. See who Andre Ward faces, and if that move was right for him, I'm sure Golovkin would be watching that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, them two, man, it's been mentioned all over the damn sport, all over the damn boxing community. You know, Golovkin, Andre Ward, Golovkin. Somebody's ducking who? Who's ducking who? Who doesn't want to catch weight? Who wants to catch weight? Who doesn't want to move up? Who doesn't want to move down? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's back and forth. You know, and when I was said and done, really, I don't think that fucking fight's ever gonna happen. As much as the boxing fans wants to see that fight of Golovkin and Ward, I don't think that fight's ever gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily think that it's the people around them that's not wanting that fight. I think it's both of them. Both of them just can't get on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wanted that fight to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I was kind of surprised with Andre Ward move up and wait. You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, Andrew Ward looks heavier to me. He looks bigger than Golovkin. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But he looks like Andrew Ward just looks like has a potential to really be big and heavy, and you know what I'm saying, heavier puncher and stuff like that. I think this Golovkin is just very comfortable 160. You know, a lot of people argue that Golovkin is, you know, he doesn't want to get off his comfort zone or get out of his comfort zone. So I don't know, man. Who the fuck knows? But all I wanted was to see. I thought freaking Golovkin was gonna fight Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? After the damn Lemieux fight. You know, I was like, oh man, that shit is. You know, matter of fact, after the Monroe, I thought that fight was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I still trying to remember who the heck did Andre Ward fight last one. Paul Smith, man. I can't remember that sucker, but I know he it was TKO. I know he jabbed him to death. It could be Paul Smith, man. I can't remember, but Paul Smith. It was one of those. Some people said it was a tune-up fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something like that. It was like a tune-up fight, but he did beat him. So, and a lot of people were actually happy for him. They were because of that fight, because he had a long layoff, and all of a sudden, you know, knocks out a guy or TKOs a guy and stops a guy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go all 12 rounds. So, you know, he stops the guy, and even if coming off a loss like that, coming off a long layoff like that, you know, so Paul Smith was no match neither, you know, so I can't really like give him full credit for, you know, fighting Paul Smith. I think it was Paul Smith. I can't really give him full credit because Paul Smith is not that solid, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. But it sucks that Andre Ward, it seems like he's always, I don't think it's his fault, or maybe it is, I don't know. You know, it seems like he's fighting tune-up fights all the time. You know, he just came off a long layoff. He fought a tune-up fight. Now he's going to 175 after just one fight coming off a long layoff. Now he's got another tune-up fight. So he's got two tune-up fights that he could potentially win. You know what I'm saying? He already won one, and he's going to have another potential tune-up fight here, you know, in a few weeks from now. And it's going to be another tune-up fight for the 175. So he's got two tune-up fights. Shit, you can't get any better than that. Shit, I'd fight anybody less solid all day. You know what I'm saying? So, well, this is my own opinion. But it's still a mystery of who he really going to fight. But definitely ain't going to be the fucking Kovalev right away. Yeah, we'll see that. I think if Andre Ward looks good in this fight that's coming up, I think Kovalev might just take that fight against him, you know, since Kovalev, I think, has been calling out Don Stevenson. Don Stevenson don't want to fight Kovalev. So what? You know what I'm saying? Who else really? Kovalev is like one of those guys that's like, I'm going to test my skill. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people don't like Kovalev because they said he's racist, or, you know what I'm saying? He said he got a mouth on him, and, you know, I like people. Some people actually says that Kovalev is the one that's ducking Stevenson, and that Kovalev is the one actually running away from type of competitors. But yeah, that's one's opinion. That's a hearsay. But yeah, I thought I'd give you guys thoughts and give you guys an update. I'm sure probably most of you guys already heard that Andre Ward is no longer fighting at super middleweight. He's fighting goddamn light heavyweight, and he got this jackpot 3-fight contract with HBO. So hey, there you go. Thought I'd give you guys both a quick update. Gave you guys my thoughts. You guys give me yours. Comment those thoughts in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And like I said, as always, thank you for watching JF Sports.